I'm on a roll tonight. I believe this will be my sixth video. This is breaking a record for me. Cutting all my videos in one take tonight. I guess taking a couple of nights off really does help out. Get your batteries recharged and get you all pumped up, ready to go on another round of videos. And counting down my fantasy playlist. This one of December 30th, 2000. One of my favorite songs at the time. I was really blown away by this record and its somewhat inventive lyrics. Well, no pun intended. The song is called Invent by Peter Searcy. Peter Searcy at number 20, down 6 from number 14 the previous week. There was an alternative station in Birmingham. Was it 105? God, what was it? 106 or 107, 108 point something that played the heck out of this record, Peter Searcy, and that's the only place where I heard this record was Invent. Slapped it on my fantasy playlist, put in the top 15. Peter Searcy from Louisville, Kentucky. Did a little research on this guy and was able to find some good stuff on allmusic.com. Turns out he was in a band. He started a band when he was 15 years old. Well, first off, when he was very young, he learned how to play the cello and the violin. And then he formed a band. He co-founded a band called Squirrel Bait. In 1984, he was 15 years old with 3 or 4 other guys. They signed a deal with an indie label, and they issued their self-titled EP, debut EP, to critical acclaim. I haven't heard any of their stuff, never heard of Squirrel Bait, but from what I've read, their sound was basically thrash pop, which anticipated the grunge sound, a little bit ahead of the curve, anticipating the grunge sound by a good 5 or 6 years. They released their first proper album, Squirrel Bait did, in 1987, called Skag Heaven. Then they fell apart. Group broke up, but Peter Searcy formed another band called Big Will. And Big Will, they put out 3 albums in the early 90s, and that band broke up. And Peter Searcy, he created another band. He formed another band called Star Billy, and they put out 1 album in 1995, and they broke up. And Peter Searcy, well, I guess I'll go to Atlanta. He went to Atlanta. He waited on tables. He played a gig here and there, and he released his first solo album called Could You Please and Thank You. This record, Infant, which is off that album, his first solo album, reminds me a little bit of Matthew Sweet. Songs like Girlfriend, and I'm sick of myself. But it's almost, I won't say a clone of Matthew Sweet, but you see the influence. Matthew Sweet, the replacements come to mind when you think about this, when I think about this record anyway. Peter Searcy with Invent at number 20. Fantasy Playlist, December 30th, 2000.